You are listening to the City Podcast. Unadulterated, non-politically correct, unfiltered, real talk. The city from the inside out. With your hosts, Chad Cranston and Steve Mealing.
My name is Chad Cranston.
My name is Steve Mealing.
And this is the City Podcast, people. This is our back-to-back.
Yeah, we work 2 days in a row. It's pretty horrific.
Yeah, it's crazy. But this is what we do. This is how we do it. So tonight we have a special guest.
Don't every time we have a special guest?
Well, yeah, but this is
done one with just you and I. Thank God.
Well, this is a really, yeah, it's true.
We can take turns talking and the other
on
guy
ourselves. What'd you say? Oh, yeah, I got you. I understand what you're talking about.
Our special guest this week is Veronica with no last name.
Yes, just my first name.
Okay, so when... You're supposed to tell me your last name at this point. What's your last name, Veronica?
I don't know if I can say it.
On Facebook?
You can say it.
If they just
It's
type
your
in
last name.
Veronica?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go.
You don't want any
Veronica.
stalkers? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Childhood memories? Did you use your last name during your
No
childhood?
stalkers.
Okay, so that's why you're sticking with it.
Yeah, so
So
it's just,
pretty
No
much
dudes
the
getting
only
mad
thing
at
you
you.
kept was your name.
yeah.
There we go.
Just the first name.
So why don't you tell us actually about your past so people understand what our inside joke is here?
Yeah, no, so
Into the mic, preferably.
Okay, yeah, good point. So I started doing music when I was about 14, 15. I started with Family Channel, doing stuff with like Universal Music Canada. And I was super young. And I guess that's why I just kept the name and I kept all the social handles.
How old were you?
I was, my first music video that came out, I was 15.
15. So what's
was
that,
a
like
baby.
grade 9 or something like that?
That was grade 10.
Wow.
Grade 10, yeah. Little baby.
That's pretty young.
ABV.
Very young. Pop music?
Yeah, I was super, super poppy.
Was it like Britney Spears pop?
No, it was more bubble gummy.
Okay.
Like
so
very like safe. Because even Britney was kind of a little
yeah,
scandalous,
that's true.
you know?
She did scandalous stuff. Didn't
Yeah. I was pretty,
she? Is it like a Christian religious kind of safe, or was it just whitewashed out for mass consumption?
it was like whitewashed out.
Like
yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
You were the
Exactly.
Taylor Swift of Toronto.
At one point, I think so.
What were you, West End or East End of the city?
West End.
West End, good.
Of course,
Yeah.
that's the only end, right?
Very end.
Yeah, exactly.
The East doesn't even exist.
That's
Yeah.
Shop Boys.
What's a good song?
Very good.
West End Boys, that's a
Yeah,
song.
you should do a cover of that.
West End. You never heard?
West
Oh
Shop
man,
Boys.
this is showing our age and your age. Big
Yeah,
time.
I know.
That's Shop
Damn.
Boys.
Okay.
Classic. Were they British or American?
British.
Yeah. They came in the 80s, 70, almost early 80s,
Yeah.
almost in the 70s,
Late 80s,
almost
mid-80s.
late 70s, maybe at that time. So tell us about yourself.
Okay.
Tell us more. So you pop music, 14, 15 years of age, did your first video,
Yes.
Universal Music. Were they treating you right? Did you get a good deal?
I never actually signed a deal. It was kind of like
I was
a,
going to ask you about that. Did you get signed or?
it never happened. The deal wasn't great.
So you're like a contract worker at the time, or?
It was I just signed a distribution
Okay,
deal.
yeah.
But it was kind
So
of
you're
like
independent then?
yeah, it was like an unsigned signed.
Pretty awesome.
thing.
You're 15 and you're an independent recording artist.
Yeah, it's good
pretty
and
rad.
I'm still independent. I think I'm gonna stay like that regardless of what happens.
Your whole life.
Yeah, until I guess I don't know if I'll ever need a label, right? Nowadays people are doing so well without them, like Chance the Rapper or other people like that.
Yeah.
And-
Well, he's the lead example, pretty much the only one as well. But
yeah.
Well, your latest venture has been into what they call EDM now, but electronic dance music. That everybody's pretty much on an independent label status there as well. Although the majors are doing a lot of the distribution. That's kind of like the newer version. Instead of working for a company, you're a contract worker. It's a safety net. So where did you go from there? So you were doing Family Channel stuff?
Yes,
There's some
Family
meat and
Channel
potatoes
stuff.
there, so we got to get that information out here. 'cause
Yes.
There's some good stories, I'm sure.
Yeah, so I was 15, kind of thrown into the music industry. Zero idea what I was doing, but all I knew is that I told my parents, I'm like, I want to do this full time, 100%. Need to do this, for the rest of my life. And they just supported me and kind of got me into the right rooms of people. And my dad's background, he's in construction, so
There's nothing wrong with that.
yeah, no, well, the only thing was kind of getting the connections in the business. Because when someone's kind of connected in the music industry, you're connected to so many people.
Yep,
Because
that's
it's
how it works.
pretty small world.
Especially in Canada.
Yeah, it's tiny.
It's very small.
Yeah, it's very small.
Well, Juno Awards are pretty small as well. That's just as an example, right?
I know. Yeah, it's kind of, and even I find that the genres are pretty separated. Like I was talking to somebody about this. It's that like hip hop and EDM are really separate in Canada. Like there's not a lot of the crossover happening. But places in Europe and the States, it's happening all the time where big rappers are doing songs with DJs. But here in Canada, it's like the cultures are so
It's my
different.
background, so I know it pretty well. Which is exciting for you as well, right?
Yeah, it's
So
pretty cool.
let's not jump too far ahead.
Okay.
Veronica.
Yeah.
We did forget to get your Instagram, your Facebook and everything. So if people are listening, they can actually see what you look like.
Okay, yeah. So my handle is at being Veronica. So it's like BEING. I say it's like being me.
So Canadian,
Check it
actually.
out. I know.
Being Veronica.
So that's what I had when I was 15. I know. And I just thought I would keep it because I didn't want to change it to like I am Veronica.
That's branding as well, right?
Yeah, I was like, oh, whatever.
You got a lot of
Screw
years
it, I'll
in
keep
there.
it. Yeah. Can I swear, by the way, or no?
You can do whatever you want.
If that's what you want to do.
Yeah. Okay.
We
I was
have
just about to. I was like, wait, I don't want to get in trouble. I would be like, oh, can't do that.
CRTC ruling doesn't exist.
Yeah.
This is the only last form of media. You can say what you want and do what you want.
Yes.
Liberals or conservatives coming after you. Here's my political plug. We'll stop right there.
You never
can
know.
say whatever you want. It's all good.
You can
It's
sit
all
on
good.
both sides of the fence. Just sit on the fence. We're Canadian.
Yeah, I like it.
So we're out and about. Out and about.
Out and about.
Out and about.
So we're out and about, and you're 15 years old. You're
Yeah.
doing music videos, I guess, because you're on the family channel.
Yeah, so I'm doing videos, promo, interviews when they ask you like, what's your favorite type of pizza? And I'm like, really?
So you're pretty mature. Were you mature for your age? Where you're just like, oh my god, really? Or were you just playing the game?
Yeah, I was getting mature as it was happening because I was like thrown into situations that most 15-year-old kids weren't. Like being told, okay, well, you know, waking up at 4 a.m. to do press, and then you go to bed at like 3 a.m. and your life is just kind of a crazy amount of stuff. So to me, I think that kind of matured me, and just the work ethic. Kind of learned it young. I was like, okay, well, if I want to be in this, I have to keep going.
Well, that's
can't stop.
Yeah, you're kind of in the film world, right? And that's relentless. Early
Yeah, it's
calls,
pretty tough.
late shifts.
Yeah, but I love it. It's like I would rather be doing even just like doing something different every day. To me, the 9 to 5, just I don't know, something about it that haunts me. I'm like, it freaks me out.
It's scary because you're handing yourself over to someone else.
I like being independent.
Independent.
Yeah.
Is this an
Established early.
authority thing? You have a lack of a thing for authority? Peaches is taking over the feed right now, the
know.
live feed. That's okay, Peaches. Everybody's showing hearts right now. Peaches, hearts are coming up.
She's internet famous.
So I get that. I'm asking this question for a reason.
The authority stuff?
Yeah.
I think a little bit. I'm when it comes to like producers and like writers and stuff, I'm pretty good with like listening. But I think when it comes to the control of what I actually like to do and what I want to do, it's like my way or kind of no other way.
Right.
So no, it sounds kind of bitchy, but it isn't. That's just that's just how I do my thing.
I get it. It's not just very important to be that way. What is that?
Where do I press to get the live?
I'll go up top. Go up top.
To that?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I turn
then
the camera around?
and then go the arrows. The arrows. No, go back. Down below. Right receiver. Yeah. And then flip that.
There we go. Sorry, guys. You had to look at my ugly mug. I turned it on for the Instagram feed. Chad does all
Yeah.
social media. I see myself looking at it.
I'm like,
oh
why?
my
How
gosh.
do I turn this?
No, that's understandable because I think it's more of a creative mind that you have that doesn't allow you to accept a 9 to 5 or normality. Were your parents normal parents? Working 9 to 5, hardworking parents?
My dad was, but he was in the construction business. It's pretty hectic.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar. So he had very early mornings, late nights, kind of grew up with me, you know. I didn't really see him that much, but like
Yeah.
my mom was a stay-at-home mom. And so, yeah, maybe if they were 9 to 5ers, I would have been cool with it. But I think there was something about not having my dad around for when I was younger and then growing up, seeing him like work really hard. I was like, that's something I want to do.
Right.
I want to be like him. I want to be a badass.
Is your dad a badass?
For sure he's a badass.
Yeah, he's pretty badass. He's cool.
He's a contractor. He's got to be a badass.
Yeah, he does some, and Italian too.
Oh, you're Italian?
Hey, oh, yeah.
Ooh, so now we're getting closer to a last name.
Yes.
I know your last name.
Yeah, I told him.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Is there any vowels?
There's lots of,
There's a lot of vowels.
So you have a very beautiful voice.
Oh, thank you.
And yeah, you're welcome. And you did a couple of covers that I listened to, which were pretty sick, actually. You did a good job. I mean, I find that you don't go too far. You know your range.
Yeah.
And I guess, did you learn that at a young age? Did you train in that aspect of things? Did you get taught that?
I did. I was in church choirs and school choirs most of my life. So I kind of learned how I sounded and what I liked early on. And that was the thing. So I'm kind of the only music person in my family. And I have a really big family being Italian. So
Of course you do.
yeah, so I'm kind of the only,
Do you have any older brothers?
no, just a younger sister.
Oh, really? Did you hear that, guys? So
Why? What? Yeah.
what I did want to ask is you were talking, basically, you kind of have a bit of a rebel attitude, right? So did you ever get in any rock bands? Did you do any punk?
No, but I should have. I went to an all-girls private school
You
in
could
high
have
school.
Girls Riot, like total punk. No.
I was the most rebellious.
What
at
school
my
did you go to?
It was called Holy Name of Mary College School in Mississauga.
Damn.
Okay.
It was
So
tiny.
Catholic.
It is, yeah, like nuns teaching us and stuff.
Did you ever get beat with a stick?
No, but I would get in trouble all the time.
I find that hard to believe.
That I would get beaten. No, they were pretty nice, except the fact that me and my friends would always like go behind the school property and
Smoke
and
cigarettes?
smoke. Yeah,
Oh,
and they'd be like, "Where are you
Rebel.
guys going?" We're like, "Oh, we're just going to read our books in the forest."
Yeah.
Like, what do you think we're doing?
Come on,
come on, sister. Like, let's
Yeah.
go.
They have no clue.
Yeah, zero. But yeah, like I remember I would get in trouble a lot. I talked back, kind of just stupid. And I would even, I had a penny board and I would just use my penny board around the school.
What's a penny
weird.
board?
It's like a mini skateboard.
Oh, okay. Copy that. The little banana ones.
Kind of. And it's like almost like jelly-like.
Yeah.
And they bend
Yeah.
really easily so I could like turn and do things.
So you're a skater chick. Were you like wanting to be Avril Lavigne?
Yes, yeah. At
So I
that time.
figured
yeah.
there's something in there for that.
Hilarious.
So you were kind of a little punk rocker.
A little punk.
Pop punk, actually.
Pop punk. And that's kind of what I don't know, I'm a little grungy now. And actually this thing that I've
But you
started
cleaned up pretty good.
today, yeah. But when I'm in the studio, when I'm working, I'm like perma comfy. I'm like sweats, everything. But usually when I'm like,
Did you wear socks?
yeah,
Slouchy socks or tight fitting socks?
slouchy.
See?
And I like the ones that are a little bit longer because then I can like scrunch them up.
Yeah, exactly.
And wear them with sweatpants. Oh God, it's so comfortable.
Probably work socks too, because your dad's a contractor. You steal his.
He has big socks, yeah.
Daddy's a little girl.
Big time. Huh? So the journey's been an interesting one for you? Got any good stories to tell us on the way?
Yeah, there's been some crazy stuff. When I was, my third ever show I played was at Molson Amphitheater.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so all I really remember, I blacked out the whole time because I was so excited. No, I was so
That
excited.
adrenaline rush.
Yeah, I don't think I was mentally prepared. Like we'd rehearsed for months, and then I got there and I was like, I don't know if I know what I'm doing because there's
How old were
15,000
you?
kids. That was the summer. I think I was turning 16.
And who were you performing with?
It was just me. It was me, and my band. I had.
Whoa.
Oh, so you
Kind of
did
a-
have a band.
Yeah, it was
Before
like,
you said you didn't. Interesting.
but it wasn't like a punk band. It was like me and my like pop, cute, like
Like
everyone's
mini pops or?
everyone looked really young, and they were
Okay.
like wearing like white little t-shirts, and it was super poppy. I think
Was
that's
it for
what
like Kids Day? You were International Kids Day?
kids? No, I
No?
didn't do any of that. Oh, no, I did a Toronto thing. I think it was it wasn't youth.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was like 16 too. And that's the thing. It's funny. I'm looking back at it now. It was almost 6 years ago.
So you're what, 20?
I'm 22 now.
22? When do you turn 23?
In September.
Oh, so
My
you're not
birthday's
23.
yeah, September 16th.
So it's only that long ago, and you still can't remember.
I know.
Interesting.
There's been so much that's kind
There's
of
been a lot of things happening.
yeah, and I guess when you're kind of working a lot, and especially I've been writing and I've been in the studio a lot. The days start to kind of mold together into one. which is
What's your favorite kind of music?
I like everything. I like
Do you like rock ballads?
Yeah, I like rock ballads. I like Hearts.
Heart?
Yeah. I remember Alone. I
Excellent.
used to sing that all the time.
Okay.
Till now, I always got by on my own.
Oh, Peaches.
So cute.
She's like, sing to me more.
Serenades.
She's so cute.
So, wait, you don't have a favorite band? Or do you have a favorite band?
Like, what's on your iPod right now? Or your iPod? Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I'm showing my age. iPod. What's on your phone right now? What are you using on your
What's on my phone?
Spotify
What's on
or
your Reel?
iPod? On your reel. Yeah, remember that shit?
Hey,
Yeah.
what's on your reel, bro?
I'm listening to 9 Inch Nails right now.
Whoa.
Which is
Which
kind
album?
Heavy.
I don't know what the album's called, but there's one song, I think it's called Somewhat Damaged, and I listen to that all the time. It's
So
like,
you're getting a bit of emo.
yeah, so, and my,
Well, that's not really emo, but that's
It's like-
industrial. But
Yeah.
well, emo it because it's 2018.
I know.
So everything's emo if it has anything to do with industrial now.
I mean, the hip hop's going emo.
It
hilarious.
is. I know, like Little Peep and XX to
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Hope he enjoys
Uzi
jail.
Vert, all of them.
Little
XX
Izzy.
extension.
Is he in jail right now?
I think
He's
he's going to
going.
jail.
Yeah, he's
Is it
bad.
assault or something?
He's dirty.
Just has
He's-
problems.
Yeah.
Emo rap. That's what
Yeah.
happens.
They get
Oh,
confused.
what else do they take those pills?
All
the
of them.
Xanax.
Xannies.
Xannies.
Yeah.
Why the
That's
hell
huge
anyone
right now.
would?
It's for people to sleep. That's what I thought it
Yeah.
was. But if you
Well, the
take
whole
too
idea
many,
is you take it
And
it's
you try to
just
stay
kinda-
awake.
You stay awake. Once you fight through nodding off, then you're effed.
so
That
it
mean-
makes
that
you
means
stay awake.
fucked.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was for when you do too many drugs that keep you awake.
Oh, like what?
Then you take it. Well, like I don't know, like Molly or something.
Oh dear.
And then you take it. That's what I thought it was, and then that's
I
when
thought
you
you were saying
overdose.
Adderall.
Okay.
Well, Adderall
well, you
keeps,
could do-
Adderall keeps
That's
you awake, though,
speed.
does it not?
Yeah,
Speedy?
keeps you like
Yeah.
focused.
Yeah.
So if you're all coked out, mollied out,
Yeah. and
take
then
some Adderall?
You take a Xanny.
we used to call
Xanny
it
balls?
Elaine back in the day.
A what?
E.
El-
Molly would be called E,
E.
which was for Elaine.
Or ecstasy? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
there you go.
I think they're different.
No, it's the same thing. It's
don't
MDMA.
know. Okay.
And Xannies were Quaaludes.
No, Xanax was Xanax. Quaaludes were Quaaludes.
Oh, really?
They're both pharmaceutical names.
So it's a barbiturate.
I have no idea.
Yeah, the
Do
barbiturate.
you want to try
wasn't it?
some this weekend?
No.
Absolutely not.
You like to stay
Xannies
awake.
scare
I probably won't wake up for a couple of days if I do that
Yeah, they make you pass out.
right away.
How do you know about this stuff?
Oh, all my friends
Oh, okay.
take it. Yeah.
Really?
I didn't think you do anything like that.
No, you know what? I like drinking after when I'm celebrating, I'm drinking. I'm
Would
drinking.
your dad kick your ass if you found out that you're doing Xanax?
Yeah. But
think
he's
he
okay
would.
with smoking weed. Like my parents are cool with that because they know it's natural. They do it too. It's one of those
You
things.
just out your parents.
They
Outed your parents. They
okay.
smoke
Yeah.
weed too. They're cool. What?
don't really hide it. It's okay.
I
you
know. I'm just joking.
There's a competition going on with the dog and you.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Oh, people are like, I want to see
Back
more
and
dogs.
forth. Both. You're getting a lot of like heart eyes and he's a lot of cute dogs. It's very interesting what's going on here.
I love her.
oh,
She's taking her home.
there's a question going on here.
What's the question?
What's your this is early. This is really early in the stage, but somebody wants to know what's next because I've actually been listening to your music. So what's next after your EP?
What's next? I have a single coming out in like a month or two, and I'm just going to be releasing lots of music. Lots
Well,
of
you
music
just did.
videos.
You released that one song with I can't remember his name. It escapes me. What
The
was name
DJs?
of it? The one track that you performed over in Europe before.
Yeah, in the mood. So
Yes. Now,
that
did you write that track?
yeah,
Lyrics or the melody?
both. So I wrote it with
Okay.
my producer.
Yes. That was my next question, by the way.
Yeah, so we wrote that together, and we wrote that in March, and the song came out in October. And we didn't really think anything was going to happen, but Sony Music Belgium was on board to support the single
Yeah.
with the DJs, and they are massive in Belgium. Like
Well,
they're pop
did
stars.
you get to play at Tomorrowland or Tomorrow World?
No, Tomorrowland is in the summer, so maybe not yet though.
There you go. You got to get a hold of what's his name again?
The DJ. Oh, Henry.
There you go. Henry
Yeah.
what?
Well,
It's not just
it's
Henry.
weird
It's
because
Henry.
it's French, so his
Henri.
Henri. So it's Henri PF, but they say
Yeah,
it like
Henri PF.
PFR.
Okay.
PFF.
PFR, yeah.
So if someone wanted to hear that, they would just type in Henry.
PFF,
Like
which is
Henry,
Henry.
Veronica. Yeah.
Yes.
Henri.
Yeah, Veronica.
Yeah. in the
And
mix.
someone else's name was in the mix as well, too.
And Romeo Blanco, who's another Belgian DJ. But it's crazy. They travel all around the world.
That
They get
happens.
flown out to do shows here, Asia, Brazil.
Yeah. Once you're in the circuit, you're in the circuit. You get chewed up and spit out. But so did you actually perform this? Sorry, did you guys record this with them or did you send vocals to them?
We send vocals.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 2018, might as well, right?
It's so easy for us to just like, our studio's in Woodbridge and
Of
it's so
course
easy
it
for us to,
is.
yeah. Well, imagine this, I know,
You're supposed to
Italian.
laugh and look at me. Really? You just said that? No, but in all seriousness, so who's your producer that you're working with then?
His name is Three Stripe.
Okay. Like Adidas?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Sorry, Adidas?
Adidas.
Adidas. That's what the
Adidas.
Germans call it. Adidas.
And I could say it, his like first name. Maybe not. Well, his name is Adam. I call him Adam.
There you go.
Yeah.
Not Adam K.
No, Adam Bertucci. Bertucci, yeah.
Okay.
And
There
he's
you
probably
go.
gonna be mad that I said his last name.
Well,
But whatever.
what's his Instagram
Stalkers.
account?
It's just Three Stripe official.
There you go. So people
That's
can go
dope.
check him out and follow
Yeah.
him. So there's the
Stripe.
reason why you dropped his name.
Yeah, and he's
Or
super
plugged
cool.
him.
Plugged him. Is that what you say? Plug. He's a plug.
So what's the correlation with Belgium? What's this thing with Belgium?
So I did this song with these Belgian DJs in the mood, and the song is doing really well. It actually just hit gold.
Yeah.
Which is 10,000 records, and it's the first gold plaque. It's the first type of like massive accomplishment like that I've ever had.
That's
So-
the beginning, right? It's the first one. In a few years, you'll be looking back going, remember that 10,000? Gold is such a big deal. Now we count in hundreds of thousands.
That's the goal.
Yeah. As soon as you get on that Spotify.
Train. I know. Get on the big playlist of New Music
Yeah, yeah.
Friday and blah blah blah. and
Well,
all
it's up
that.
to, does he have a PR team that's working for him or?
He's signed to a label.
Yeah. So they've got that.
Yeah, they've got all that like taken care of down. But
You have to get some live footage of that when you do start performing that live
yeah,
at the festivals.
Yeah, I have some pretty cool footage.
Hire a photographer when you go to play the festivals because you can get lots of shots out of that. You can use for promo.
Yeah,
There's huge production over there.
I know. It was such a big deal. I showed up. I had zero idea. They said it was, it's an award show. It's no big deal. And I was
So
like,
which
okay.
one were you at then?
It was called Decibels, but they spell it like it's French again. So it's like D6BEL.
Okay.
So like des, like with the six. Yeah.
This doesn't make sense, but still.
I don't know. It's it's the French. I don't know. They're pretty crazy over there, and because Belgium, so it's like the south is French, and then north is Flemish, is Dutch.
Okay.
So it's very separated, though. Very.
So did you
separated.
travel much when you were over there?
And it's my
How
second
about you
time.
give us a story?
Okay, sure. I'll give a little story. So the first time I went there, I went to do. I'll give a little story. The
No,
first,
big one.
just a little one. The first time I was there, I did radio promo for the single.
Yep.
And we went to all the stations across Belgium, and I was there for a week. So we would do like 3 stations in a day. I would perform the song, and then Henry and Romeo would do their interviews in like French and Dutch.
Yeah.
And I would just kind of sit there like, what the fuck's going
Just
on?
look. Your
I
job
was
was
like,
just to
what?
look pretty.
Yeah, I'm
basically.
like, yeah, that's exactly. I was there to perform, and that was kind of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like sitting there, like I have no idea what they're talking about. And then they mention my name, and then they laugh, and I'm like, oh, hope they're not making fun of me in Dutch. You know what I mean? I'd be so mad. I'd be like, hey.
Well, we know the Dutch can't dance. First of all,
Yeah, no,
their
they're
sense
pretty.
of humor is kind of a bit all wonky.
It
From
is.
my experience, I have Dutch relatives.
Yeah, but there, you know what? I really liked Antwerp, which is
Yeah.
the biggest. I think it's one of the biggest cities, north of Belgium. So beautiful, the Diamond City.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for all the
at
diamonds.
When
Antwerp.
you were there?
No,
Did you get any diamonds when you were there?
No.
you've
Did
been
you buy
there.
anyone diamonds? When you
I
were
did
there?
not buy any diamonds while I was in Antwerp. No.
You've been there too.
I've never been to Antwerp
Oh.
before. No, this
But
is
you've been
this
to-
is an inside joke going on.
Did you get diamonds?
Did you, girl?
No, I did not. No. And if I
So
did, I'd
you
get them
work
for
with
myself.
many others? Like, have you worked with any other? Okay, basically the concept is this: as a vocalist,
Mm.
you can freelance. From my understanding, I have a pretty good background in DJing and producing events, electronic music in Toronto.
Cool.
Around. So many of the producers that I know, which like if you're a DJ and you make music, you're a producer,
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Work with a lot of different artists,
Mm-hmm.
especially to have someone with vocals in their tracks. You can just sample a lot of things. there's not that many women in Toronto that are actually like a city like New York or San Fran or LA for that matter, where there's a good stable, and I say that in the most respectful way, of women vocalists that can be R&B as well as transfer over to doing electronic music, or let's just call house music. What I mean by house music, I mean like Chicago house music, not the stuff that's called deep house music nowadays.
Yeah.
Or like Cascade or something like that is more of an EDM kind of sound, right?
Right.
A commercial sound. Actually, that's what we could work with. So in Toronto, there are a fair amount of producers that are actually looking for women vocalists.
Yes, very
so
true.
have you been shopping yourself around? Are you familiar with the producers in Toronto outside of the guy that you're working with, which sounds like a great guy? He's not trying to cut his grass or anything like that. But the reason why I bring it up is because in that industry, a vocalist bouncing from producer to producer is standard.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Peaches agrees.
Peaches! Yes. Oh, he's such a little boss, Peaches. So cute. No, when it comes to vocalists and stuff like that, I feel like I was like listening to you, but I don't know if there was there like a question in there? Kind of at the end.
Yes, there was.
Yeah.
What I was asking was, have you...
like the people in Toronto.
Have you expanded?
Yeah. Okay, I have. Yeah, because I was just agreeing with all the
things. Looking
things.
to work with more people producing electronic music, not necessarily EDM like house,
Right.
or disco house. There's all kinds, or even drum and bass for that matter.
I know there's lots of different kind
Yes,
of electronic
it's very
sounds.
healthy scene in Toronto with producers.
So yeah,
Excuse me.
I have some stuff coming out, which I guess I can talk about.
I would hope so. The whole
yeah.
idea is to promote it.
I know, exactly. It's just I don't know when certain things are coming out at. All I know is that when I find out a song is 100% coming out, I'm like, okay, it's really good news. So I have a song coming out with Felix Cartel.
Yeah.
And that's going to be on his new album.
Okay.
So his single right now is doing really well. He's super cool. And I like his sound. It's a little more chill on like the EDM kind of bass. It's pretty chill, like electro.
More groovy.
Yeah, exactly.
Or as some people like to call it, groovier.
Groovy. What do they call it?
Groovier.
Groovier.
Yes. More groovy, groovier.
Groovier. Oh, okay. No, you meant like that's like a type of music? Groovy.
It could be.
Yeah, like, no, not groovy. Groovier. Oh, okay, I see.
It's like grooving, but more of it.
More of it, yeah.
Which would be groovier.
Groovier.
I don't know. Did I just make that word out?
I don't know if that's
I don't even know if that's a word.
I don't
More
think
groovy, most groovy. Groovy.
Grooving.
Grooviest.
As you were.
Does that exist?
As you were.
Most grooviest.
But so yeah, that's coming out. I also have other songs with like maybe 3 or 4 Toronto DJs coming out. I'm working on now.
So who are you working with then? You don't have to say the titles of the songs or what the songs are about.
Do you know Bobby Love? You know him?
No. I've never heard of him.
I'm thinking Dread, Bobby Dread. No, go ahead.
He's a DJ, but he does a lot of like smaller clubs in Toronto, like Apartment 200.
Yeah.
And
Is he black?
Baby, no, he's white.
There's other people out there that DJ too.
I met a black DJ from Apartment 200 just the other day at Bar Fancy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bar Fancy.
Yeah.
Bar Fancy is so cool.
It's so cool.
Never eaten there. I've just been in there and I'm like, whoa.
You've never been there?
God damn
No.
it.
Is it
fried
good?
Chicken. You like fried chicken?
Love fried chicken.
Oh, wow.
Why would you go there and not have fried chicken?
Well, I don't know. Well, I was
know.
bar hopping with my friends and we
didn't know.
went. We just saw
Your
the
friends
tiger
are lame.
symbol. Yeah,
This didn't even stop for food.
I know.
Well, you'll have to next time. Or if you're in the hood, we'll go. We'll take you over.
Well, you guys are close to everything.
The Silver Light-
So
yeah.
jealous.
Downtown.
I know.
You live in
Green West.
Woodbridge?
No, I'm in West End.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah. If I did though, I don't know if I could do it. I'm so happy I grew up like closer to Toronto. I'm 15 minutes away from downtown. It's a blessing. So much more culture.
So are you actually out to clubs a lot? You didn't finish your tracks that you're working on.
Oh, okay. Tracks. Yes. So
Well, because you keep on skipping from thing to thing to thing.
I know there's just so much to talk about. So the DJs, yes. So I have different ones. So Bobby Love. I feel like I have other ones too. I just can't think of the names of them right now. But I'm also just writing for other people too. Writing for Armada Music,
Yeah.
which is in Europe. I'm trying to just that's the thing. It's like for me, I know some people are like, I don't want to be a feature artist. I don't want to be this. And no, like I don't want to be a Delaney Jane, but that's the thing too. I know. Diss, I don't care, whatever. It's
But
the
she's
truth. I'm
just
sorry.
on Rappaport's podcast this week.
I like her because she stands out. She says what she wants.
Hilarious.
You're like, whatever.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Whatevs.
Well, to me, it's like, look, I want to do features, but my original music has to be on the same level or better, right?
Yeah.
And as long as I just keep putting out good content that is comparable to the stuff that my features sound like, then I'm set. And that's the thing too, when you're talking about different sounding artists, like my background of writing is a little bit more R&B hip hop.
Yeah.
And I think right now DJs are kind of looking for that. They're looking for something new, something fresh, like a little bit more flow. And like, I know that's something I've had forever. And I think my parents gave me that influence as a young kid. Like we listened to every style of music growing up. Like I listened to all the 80s music, 90s. My mom's favorite person was 50 Cent forever. So like I literally grew up listening to 50 Cent all the time.
That's amazing.
Old Dirty Bastard.
Yeah.
What's the song? The Hey Dirty Baby I Got You.
Yeah.
I would sing that every day when I was 9. That was like my thing.
That's hilarious.
Baby, I got your money, don't you worry.
Once you know what that song's about, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, when I learned after, I was like, you guys played that to me? Why did you do that? But they played me just the chorus because they were like, oh, it's really
it's
fun.
fun.
Yeah, they skip over. Even like we'd watch music videos together, and there was one
Full
video.
90s hip hop girl.
Yeah, and even like Gwen Stefani.
I
Oh,
wish you were in a Ja Rule song.
yes,
See?
Wow.
I
Yes.
think it's every young girl's
To be a
desire
dream is to be on a Ja Rule track.
I would do it.
Interesting.
Maybe.
that
That's very
sound is,
interesting.
like, big.
It's massive.
Which
yeah.
is good because finally proper beats are going to come back. Not this 808 boom, boom, boom.
Well, they won't be able to
thing.
sample as much, but
Yeah, they just got to pay for it. That's all.
I think you're going on the same lines like a Post Malone.
Yeah,
Because
I
he's
think
hitting.
so.
And I think Post is going to hit really, really big by the time he's like 25, 26. On
I
a
think so,
totally
too.
different level of instruments because he's very talented.
Yeah, he's
he
like
can
a-
write.
Yeah.
But he's not a hip hop. He's like strictly saying, I'm not a hip hop guy.
Yeah.
But I get it because this is the era that everybody's grown into. This is just what it is when it comes down to pop music. Rock doesn't really exist any longer that much, does it? It does,
think
but
so.
not really.
I don't think so.
I mean, they weren't even covered on the Grammys. They didn't even show the like best
Actually,
rock.
Yeah, they didn't do the best. They did not do the best rock at the Grammys.
They
But this
didn't know?
Grammys that just passed was also the lowest rated Grammys.
But
Understandable.
kind of, yeah.
They didn't really
Understood.
promote it.
Understandably.
Yeah. I didn't see any advertising for it. I didn't even know it was
People
coming
were
up.
tuning out. Apparently, it dropped off.
Understandable.
And drop off.
Yeah, I heard. I didn't watch it because Belgium time. It was like I don't know.
You're 5
4 in the
hours
morning.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like out
You're
of it.
4 or
and I was
5
really
hours
tired.
ahead there, aren't you?
6.
6 hours. Okay.
So I'm like still a little jet lagged to be honest.
When did you get back?
I go back Monday night.
You got back on Monday night?
Yeah.
I guess it would take a few days, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You got to stay up one night all the way through.
Yeah, I tried to last night, but it was like I was so gassed. I
Fell
got
asleep
home.
watching This Is Us, didn't you?
No, I've never seen that.
You laughed though.
I've never seen This Is Us, but I hear there's like a lot of.
Well, you know what? If you want to write a ballad, start watching This Is Us. The first season's on Netflix.
Am I just gonna cry the whole
The
time,
second
or like
season's
what's?
just-
I think so.
We're on episode 13 of the second season. It's like a tear fell out of my eye the last episode.
Well,
I tried not to. It just fell. Peaches licked it off my cheek.
Aw.
It's okay, Daddy.
You talking about when I cry, Peaches? I'm not crying. It's insane. It's a
Peaches.
total chick show.
Yeah, it seems like that. That's funny. You watch that?
I like girls. I gotta have some material when I talk to them.
You got to be in like
It's true.
2018.
See?
There's
You know what I
no,
mean? We just
Do you see
connected and
some-
we're like, I'm a lot older than you. But see, I know what's.
there's no such thing as gender any longer. So you're free to.
It's it and they.
Are you a woman or a male?
I'm a girl.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
So you
Full on.
subscribe to that whole philosophy.
To the what? Like if there's like,
There's two genders.
well, I don't know. For me right now,
Do you care,
like,
to be honest? I don't
Does
care.
it even
Like,
matter?
No, it doesn't.
know.
I think it's just an argument for the sake of having an argument.
Yeah,
yeah, I think.
for sure.
Technically speaking, the sky isn't blue. It could be several shades of other things.
I know,
But, you
it's
know,
the
we all
same.
agree that it's blue, so we just call it blue.
It's I know it's all the same
Just
shit at
splits
the
and
end of
hairs
the day.
about other stuff, right?
Hi, Peaches.
Okay, so where are we at now?
Peaches. Okay, we're talking about music and stuff and writing.
I should hope so, because that's
Yeah.
why we're here.
I know. Could you imagine? Like, oh, you're not here for music. What the fuck else are you
We
doing?
can talk shit. We're good at that.
Yeah, me too. I like doing
Chad's
that.
pretty good at talking shit. We hang out.
Yeah, we talk a lot of shit.
I know. And I hate those people that are like, oh, when you talk shit.
We talk
it's
shit, not shit talkers, but we
Talk
just
shit.
I know. Yeah. Like I know the people that are like so innocent. They're like, I don't talk about anyone. I'm like, okay, please.
No. That's shit talker when you're talking shit about other people. We don't do that. We just talk about nonsense, which is talking shit. It's like kicking the can.
Right.
That's an old
doesn't
saying.
Really make sense.
I know. It's for a reason.
You want to kick the can?
It's still around for a reason.
Want to have a
Makes
beer and
sense.
kick the can? Let's kick the can. All right, let's do it. Yeah.
Is that your version of Italian guy?
Yeah, eh? It's my Italian Scarborough, yeah, eh?
Yeah, Hey, bro. What's up, bro?
Hey, such a ting.
So then at this young age of 22,
Yeah.
you're doing a lot of things and you're traveling the world and you're doing a lot more than a lot of other people are doing in music right now. So to speak, at this
You're an
age.
international recording artist. You're an international recording artist with a track on the charts.
Yeah, I know.
Did you
It's like a
stop in and
blessing.
let that thing soak in for a minute?
I don't think you have. Have you?
I don't think so. either.
This is very humble.
I try
Good do
not
that,
to.
Just so you know,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
the dividends are bigger.
I've seen it explode people's heads, make people go crazy. For me, it's like I think the biggest moment for that, like I kind of soaked it in was when the gold record happened, because I had no idea. And I had just got off the stage in Belgium at the award show, and some broad comes on the
Sorry,
stage.
what did you just say?
I said some broad,
What's a broad?
like a girl.
Oh, really? You guys call them that?
Yeah, do you not know what that? Are you
I still
joking?
haven't heard that word being used in modern times. That's all.
Yeah, I call girls broads. I don't know. Maybe it's like demeaning in a way, but
Sounds like it.
doesn't.
I heard bitch.
I don't mean for it to be. I mean it kind of more like a funny way. Like
The
broad.
Woodbridge is creeping at you.
Is it? I don't know if it's a word. Yeah, it is kind of a Woodbridge thing.
You can handle it.
Guys would say that.
You can handle his banter. You're doing
Sounds
well.
like 1950s. Check out that broad over there.
Or like
broad.
hockey.
Yeah.
Hockey dudes would say that.
Yeah.
Hey, where's your broad? She at home?
Where's your broad?
Is she cooking you some dinner? You going home and kick with your broad?
Yeah. Well, after work,
me.
me and my broad, she likes to make me spaghetti and stuff.
Yeah.
That's my
I
Boston.
hate when she burns the
Boston.
sauce. Fucking broad.
Can you make a good spaghetti? Can you make a good spaghetti?
That's New
I
York.
think
Like,
my Italian friends get mad at me because I say I can make a better spaghetti than they can.
Ooh,
Better pasta.
insult.
Yeah, pasta.
We've got
Pasta
good
sauce.
friends that have made some pretty insane.
For sure, but I make a mean one too.
I've never tasted
Is
it.
your
Scratch.
sauce good?
Yeah.
From scratch? Okay. You're like
I have
a
my
nana.
little,
That's what
thing,
Hey,
but they
so
say
no.
you can't put that in there. But I'm like, I'm putting it in there because it's mine. That's the thing; it's mine. I know you traditionally don't do it, but I do.
funny.
Chad, what's this Mars bar wrapper from?
That's what I do. Yeah.
A little Mars bar
I don't-
in there to sweeten it
My
up.
sauce.
Definitely don't put any curry or
The
jerk
sugar
sauce in
takes
them.
the
I've actually tried
acidity
jerking
level
it too,
down on the tomatoes.
but it's good.
Mars bar secret.
Mars bars.
So what's going on then with after that?
Oh,
You
good.
are happening at 22. I'm going to go back to this again because I really want to know what's
Yeah.
happening with the broad.
Oh, the broad.
Yeah.
Okay, so the broad comes in, and she's, and she was like, yeah. Well, I think I also say that too. It's like a good-looking girl. I'm like, oh, the broad. I don't know. I'm crazy. So anyway, so she comes in and she's holding the award, and I'm backstage. And I don't really know what's going on because they're all yelling in French, and I'm like, what the fuck's happening? I should know because
Well, you're Canadian, so you know English and Italian, right?
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know French. I know. I had to learn it in school, but I never paid attention.
Nobody speaks French in Toronto.
knows French.
I'm very fluent in French. Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm bilingual.
So
I'm
cool.
from Ottawa, so
Okay.
you have no choice.
Is
My
that like a
dad's, I had no choice, none whatsoever.
It's very liberal.
Very, very, yeah, it's
It's awesome. I wish I could.
very liberal.
How to do it
Very liberal.
I know. I wish I could speak it too. Would have been helpful when I was in Belgium.
So what happened? They
don't accept that
they
French,
gave
though,
you
that's the
the
thing.
wrong person because you couldn't speak French.
No, but maybe no. They gave the award to the DJ, but I had already left the stage.
Mm-hmm.
No one told me to stay on, which would have been cool.
For sure.
Think?
Yeah, I know. I was like, and then
So what did your manager do?
well, no one was there.
Should have kicked some ass.
It was just
Should have brought
me.
your dad.
Oh yeah, my dad would have been like, "What the fuck's going on?" Yeah, but it happened so fast. I didn't even really know what was happening, and so they start talking in French to each other, and I'm looking and I'm like, "What is he holding?" I didn't know it was the kind of the gold plaque thing. I didn't really know, and I'm looking at the screen because I'm watching from like a monitor, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And then I asked this lady, and she has no idea what I'm saying because I'm like, I'm saying it, I'm freaking out, and I'm like, "Is that what I think it is?" She's like, "Sorry, I don't know what are you talking about?" And then I look, and then I finally realized, and then I just started breaking down in tears and like jumping like an idiot. I was like, losing my mind. And 5 seconds later, this other chick comes up to me. She's like, "Can we do an interview?" And I'm like, "Really? You want to do one right now?" Like, I'm like all over the place.
Makeup's
like,
ruling. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, great, thanks, sure." She's
Hot
like,
mess.
Yeah, hot mess. Perfect definition. And then she was talking to me in this like broken English, and she's like, "Are you happy?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like I'm still crying. And then that was, I think, a moment where like I realized I was like, "Okay, this is happening. This is real." It's like in the moment. And then like 10 minutes later, I calmed down, like chugged half a bottle of champagne. I was like, "Okay."
Good for you.
There you go.
You're the
What's
right
next?
age. If you're in France, you might as well, right?
Yeah,
That's
everyone
funny.
was drinking
I can
champagne.
picture you doing it.
There's champagne everywhere, and you're just slamming yours back.
Yeah, I
waste
wanted to
that.
spray it over everyone. That would have been the best.
You're like, T-Dot!
Yeah.
Sub 6!
This is what we do at apartment 200. Every Monday night.
Yeah, every Monday.
Is that a thing? You go on a Monday night?
No, I've never been there before in my
It's an
life.
industry night, isn't it?
Is that a
Or
joke?
Sunday or Monday?
I've been there once in my life.
Really?
Yeah, twice.
Twice?
For 5
Isn't
minutes.
Wednesday industry? Thursday?
I think
Oh,
it's
no,
Monday.
that's-
Monday's typically an industry night. You should start bartending somewhere just so you know what's going on.
I know.
You know
Look
what?
up with the
And
DJs.
she can grab the mic.
Apartment 200.
Parmesan.
You can get one of those Janet Jackson mics. Control. You know what I mean? And you can
Oh,
be
like with the
bartending
little-
and sing your tune when it comes on. What's up, everybody?
I would do that. I want the DJs to play my stuff. I've been doing this thing now. Every time I go out, before I go to a club, I'll look up who is DJing and I'll message them or email them like my stuff. And I'm like, "Can you play it tonight?" And
Why wouldn't you do that? That's exactly what you should
That's
do.
some old
It's a-
school stuff, man.
That's
Yeah, it's-
grassroots.
Yeah, but it's
like
good. It's
selling
good.
tapes and records out of the back
guerrilla
of your
marketing.
truck. Or your
Yeah.
trunk. I'm going to say trunk.
But
Truck.
it's better to do that because usually when DJs show up, they just have their USB key. So they're like, "Hey, well, I can't play your song. I don't have it." So I'm like, "Okay, before I'm going to send it to them, tell them I'm going. Maybe they'll look up my Instagram or my social and be like, "Oh, okay, she's like kind of legit. Like, she kind of knows what she's doing." And then
Well, she does. She's gold. So you should put that as your main picture on your Instagram.
it is. It already is. Yeah.
Good for you.
I already put it. Oh man, that was crazy. I still can't believe that happened. I'm like, it's up there and I'm like here, like
No,
Oh, you're up there? Yeah, you are. You have to really accept
Hey,
it
aren't you
now.
supposed to hype her up? She's like, no.
Management sitting by.
She's good.
yeah, I'm usually, I got a lot of energy, but yeah, I still stay like humble because for me, I don't know, maybe this is a bad thing that I look at it, but I look at the gold and I think it's amazing, but I'm also like,
Next.
okay, what's next?
That's good.
And
Yeah.
I'm the same way. So I know exactly what you're talking about. That's
Yeah.
great. Why live in the past? We're for the future.
Keep on going.
And I think it could be a good thing and a bad thing too, because maybe sometimes you forget to kind of to be there and be happy for yourself in that moment instead of being like, okay, well,
But your
I need
friends,
to.
your friends will help you with that, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, everyone's been like really supportive.
Did you high five her yet? Can we get a high five on camera? Good work, sis.
Thanks. Thanks, bro.
Lauren,
That's Lauren.
back to Veronica.
Hey.
So where's the biggest fan base coming out of? Canada, Belgium?
In
Italy?
You can do like
Russia?
analytics on that, can you?
I didn't. I don't
No,
fact
no,
check.
I'm saying she can. Like,
Yeah.
You can do analytics.
Ottawa? Yeah, Ottawa and Montreal.
What?
Montreal, they really liked my Single Money. And I was like, I did a big radio campaign. It went number one on like regional places in Montreal.
Quebec.
In Quebec, yeah. 'Cause
That's
Quebec's massive.
huge.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to be going out there soon to do more radio promo. So there, and I'd even say Brazil too.
What?
With the covers. Like the Brazilians love it. And I think that's so cool because a part of me wishes I was like a little Latin or something.
Mm-hmm.
I would
you
have
are.
that. I try.
The Romans conquered Italy and spread their genes to you guys. So you are Latin.
I'm like a little, it's
A
like
lot.
very-
Italians are pretty Latin. The language of Italian is pretty Latin. Spanish, French, Italian.
it's
a little
true,
bit of
Italians
Portuguese.
yeah, kind of Spanish too. And Italians they're pretty cool. Except the hardcore ones are like a little like.
Have you been to Italy yet?
Yeah, I've been to Italy before.
And
I've been a couple times. I love it. It's so beautiful. It's a great place. The economy though is terrible right now. So, you know, for me to be like, oh, I would totally live there. Like there's no chance.
Yeah.
Because it would just be a disaster. And my Italian friends that are there now, they're from cities that are like 10,000 people.
Right.
So when they look at me, they're like, you're from Toronto? What's it like? It must be insane. There must be so many people.
Yeah.
And
From the West End.
oh, yeah, I'm just from the West End. I don't know what goes on in that city. But it's interesting to see the difference in the culture too. But I find that music isn't as big in Italy. Like there's not a lot of, there's like maybe
Italian disco was huge. That's where like all the good
The house
disco records- They're
and
techno,
disco.
they're into techno.
Big time.
yeah, but even
Marco
but now
Carola.
yeah, well the techno, but pop stuff it's like
Yeah, they don't do much pop.
Oh, sorry, I just interrupted.
God.
Pop music? No way.
Yeah.
Isn't there typically like there was that whole like in the 50s and 60s that kitschy Italian over the top kind of poppy sound and design. That's when like all those amazing furniture designs came from.
I guess maybe like the typical Italian songs that you sing at weddings.
Yeah, stuff like that as well. There's those poppy ones as well.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Like the
But in
more, like, upbeat
2018,
ones.
it's not really relevant any longer. I mean, that's
No, but you
died
can
by the
bring it
wayside,
out.
man.
Even rap, like there's not a lot of Italian rappers.
They don't really listen to rap at all.
No.
Heard one before?
I'm sure there are.
I
I've
could
never really
send
heard
you
one.
I know
Yeah.
I know one guy who's really popular there, but other like most of the kids there just listen to Americans.
Tracks.
I know. I messaged him when I was in Italy.
Oh, we're not there into trap yet.
I feel like
Because that's some big shit going on with that.
yeah, like Berlin and like Germany.
Yeah.
Like German rap is crazy. The same with French rap too. Like they're pretty into the rap music there.
Yeah.
Which is cool because when and even listening to the radio over in Belgium, it's so different than Canada. Like we have like our typical like radio, like
Their playlists and shit.
super.
Drake.
You just call it Canadian, you know?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Canadian stuff that gets played on radio. It's just kind of like fluffy and flaky. And then like you go to Belgium and it's like hardcore EDM on the radio. And
They play Gabber as well too. Like that really fast stuff.
yeah, they play it all on mainstream radio. It's so
Right.
cool.
Yeah.
I just imagine if Toronto did that for like underground hip hop. It'd be insane.
That'd
But
be good.
I don't know if that will ever
They
happen.
tried
They
that.
tried, yeah.
Did
In
they?
the 90s, was a local guy who used to go by Dr. Trance in the rave scene. He was also, what his real name was Don Burns. And
Okay.
he, amazing guy. He passed away recently, which is unfortunate. R.I.P. Don. Dr. Trance, as a lot of people knew him as. But he was a part of a station called CFNY,
Okay.
which in the 80s brought like all of the new wave sound and the punk and like Beastie Boys, that kind of like hip hop. Like you'd hear all of that mixed together. Like
Wow.
Run DMC, LL Cool J, mixed with like the Cult, mixed with the Smiths, the Cure. Chris
That's
Shepard
really
also
cool.
was kind of went around that during that time period, and he went on with I think with David Marsden formed Iceberg Radio or something. They were both involved somehow, and he was one of the guys as well from CFNY, which turned into The Edge.
Yeah.
102.1 used to be called CFNY.
Okay.
But in the 90s, he also was on Energy 108, and he used to
Okay.
have the Dr. Trance show, and he would play basically trance and house and whatever the underground sound was on Saturday nights from I think 7 until 11 or 12, I think, at night.
That's really
So
cool.
whoever came through town was playing parties would guest on there. But during the day, they also did like popular dance music and hip hop as well. And there used to be hip hop shows on there as well. So it's kind of like what was the underground sound, but for some reason it didn't really last. And it went out. It was like a fireball used to be their logo, Energy 108.
The advertisers probably weren't hitting it.
Yeah, I think it was the advertising support really wasn't there because a lot of people were listening to it.
Yeah.
So,
But maybe it's
which
just-
is similar to what's in Europe, but there's multiple channels like that over there, right? And here,
Yeah.
the support just kind of flusters. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. So thank God for internet radio right now too, right?
I know. Internet radio and like Sirius XM
Yeah, for sure.
with the hip hop stuff, like the Heat, and I'm trying to think of other ones I've listened to.
Tony Touch. What's Tony Touch on? I can't remember. Oh, Eminem's Shady 45.
Shady 45, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was, I don't know which, I think 44 was another hip hop station.
Yeah, Flow. Something flow?
Yeah, but then there was
Yeah.
yeah 93.5.
Well, what's the rush hours? Is that Flow? That's still on? 95?
I don't think
No,
it's on. I think it's
92.5
been
is-
bought up by Bell, so it's something totally different
It's
now.
different now. I think there's there's like a groove station, but I also listen to G98.7, which is awesome because they play a lot of like reggae music, and they even play. They have
Like dance hall or just reggae?
everything, all of it. It's really fun. Like I have to say, it's probably the only radio station
Well,
I listen
CIUT
to.
used to be like that, and CKLN.
Yeah. The university stations?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to be amazing for that. They used to have, Marcus used to have a drum and bass show on Sundays that went for years.
That's so cool. Like that needs to come back.
I know.
You know, but and even just the fact that it's so hard for Toronto big stations to play independent music. It's like it's so difficult for it to happen.
Well, what's 88? You figure they
Yeah.
would at least try and support. Maybe they do. I don't know.
I think they
should open it up so it's easier for people like you to actually get their music to them as well.
yeah,
right?
if it's more on like the R&B hip hop side cuz they push a lot of alternative music,
yeah,
right?
which actually is alternative nowadays.
Yeah,
It's not
indie.
mainstream music. It actually is alternative.
Almost gone contemporary
Yes.
Yeah.
at this point. So any names you want to work with other than the ones you've worked with? Any big names that you want to get out there with?
Big
Your
names?
goals.
Yeah.
Ooh, do you guys know who Killy is? No Killy? He's like this kind of underground Toronto rapper, but he's like blowing up really quickly. I think me and him could do something really cool. It'd be so dope to
So
do
would
a
you write something for him, or how would you approach that?
Yeah,
Let's
I would.
Go over that.
I would.
Why don't you write something
Mm-hmm.
and have it ready for when he reaches out to you?
I have like a couple songs actually ready.
Perfect.
Like it's a plan that we have, and like we're just waiting to hear back from his management.
Oh, you've already been in contact.
Yeah. So
Okay, so you've been proactive.
yeah, that's kind of my thing. Even I would love to do kind of like the J Rule thing. Ja Rule. I say J Rule. Oh my God, what?
You meant Jay-Z and Ja Rule that
Yeah,
once.
Ja Rule. I would love to do a song.
Chad kind of sounds like him.
You do?
After a
Can you rap like him?
weekend Partying, your voice gets all rough.
My rap's whack.
You don't need to rap.
Really, really bad.
Baby,
Baby.
Told you.
baby.
After a couple of bows in there.
Some Blood Brothers.
Some Blood Brothers. Yeah, yeah.
It's off
So that's local.
Yeah.
Producer-wise, any big producers you want to work with?
Maybe Diplo. Diplo's pretty cool. Skrillex, like do something like super weird and like crazy electro drum and bass. That'd be cool with Skrillex.
You know who actually I think you might work well with? There's a friend of mine, George Hatiris.
Okay.
Tyrus is big.
That sounds kind of
Yeah.
familiar. What
Yeah.
what has he done?
Well, he's a producer and he also DJs as well.
Okay. What's his DJ name?
Tyrus.
Hetir. How do you spell that?
H-A-T,
H-A-T. Okay.
I-R-A-S. Hatiras.
George Hatiris.
Is that
yeah.
Greek?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a very nice guy.
Yeah, it
Very
sounds
talented
familiar.
as well.
Was he in a residency in Ibiza for a bit?
I think he's played there. His big track came out, Space Invaders, in like 99, I think.
Yeah.
It went huge. It went international.
Yeah, he was making some big waves with that. I remember that
Still,
because his
he's out
tours.
there plugging away. He's got several record labels. I think his newest one is Space Disco Records. Look it up on
Space Disco.
Instagram.
We'll check it out.
Yeah, for sure. Reach out. And
I'd be like,
go
yo,
with
what's up?
Flipside. Work with Flipside too. He's Italian. Nat.
Flipside?
Yeah. MC Flipside. Local people.
Yeah. Well, that's
Do
important.
things,
Local.
But I think your voice would lend very well to like a proper house track.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like a dark room,
Yeah,
dark
yeah.
flash in the corner, just
Yeah.
a flashing light, deep track,
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Like that like scenario.
sweaty.
Yeah, like
You got a lot of time. You got a lot of time. And you're obviously hitting the right path on things like that. So we're running out of time.
no, what?
Yeah. It's almost an hour. We're over an hour actually.
Are we actually? Oh
We're
shit.
over an hour, yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay.
That's what talking shit's like.
I know.
Do we have any loose ends?
Not shit
'Cause I was
talking.
interrupting on purpose just to try and step. Do we wrap everything up as far as what we were talking about earlier?
With
Your journey overseas.
oh yeah, well it's been great. I think one thing that I think would be cool to say is that with the features and with this and that, it's like I'm just gonna keep
So a feature is what you would call a guest spot on a song.
yeah. So anything that would be like artist featuring, and then I'd be the feature person.
Yes.
I think for me, it's like I'm just gonna keep doing what I love. And I'm just going to keep writing this style of music. And I've had so many people tell me like, you can't do this, you can't do that.
Just do what you want.
Exactly. And it's working right now. And, for me, I would love to have like that Toronto hometown support, but I also know that can also be easy.
You kind of got to go elsewhere to make it.
Well, like she's doing.
It's always
But you're
been-
doing that right now.
You've already
like
made
Europe.
it.
You know what I mean?
Elsewhere.
Yeah.
If it's in the States, if it's wherever, right?
Do you have a local PR team?
I've worked with different PR companies.
Yeah.
Right now I have like my main radio tracker and
Yeah.
he's amazing. And I have my team and like we just go hard. Like,
That's what I mean. Like you have a team.
yeah. I have,
good.
so it's Lauren, it's my producer. And it's like,
What's Lauren's role?
Lauren is like,
You're sitting right beside you.
I know.
With a dope toque, by the way.
She's like the day-to-day for everything. So she's like my right-hand chick.
Have you
And
thought
she-
of working with a woman to produce music?
Yeah, well, I've kind of done like a little bit of stuff with Wonder Girl.
Okay.
You know
shit.
Wonder Girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like in the works. She's so cool. And so something like that would be dope. With other female producers, I don't know many right now, but like I'm down to work with just people that are just innovative and like doing something a little bit different, not following the path. Because like, fuck, if I hear another song that sounds like Canadian radio,
Yeah.
it's just like a no, I want to just be able to do something that's going to kind of make a change and spark something in people's minds instead of people listening to it like, they can talk over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want background music. You want to
Yeah.
have like full on.
Something that people can like care
Major.
about. Yeah, and they'll understand instead of listening to it, be like, oh, that sounds like this. This is predictable. I like it, but it's like, it sounds exactly like 5 other songs I've just heard.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to try something different. And my producer is great like that. He's like very innovative. Yeah, very fresh. And he knows if I'm like, you know what, I want to do something Indian styled. He'll go and do something so crazy with weird drum patterns and this and that, but make it still pop. That's the coolest thing. And it's like, I'm just going to keep doing me and just stay out of the Canadian box. Cause for me, it's like, I just want to be international.
Do you have any gigs coming up that we can wrap
Can
this
we
up
put
with?
it? Gigs?
That's crazy. You're actually now live in Belgium as well. I just added somebody from Belgium and
Oh, really? Oh, yo.
that's crazy.
Hello. What's up, Belgium?
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy, what's going on, man? Can you see us? Can you see us?
Hello.
I can see you. No dick
So
pics,
creepy.
bud.
Oh my God, stop.
Kick them off.
Is he
Hope you're
like-
good, man. Yeah, she appreciates it.
Okay, bye.
Okay, ciao.
You're freaking me out.
All right, let's wrap this up. So,
That's cool.
Okay.
That was interesting.
Upcoming gigs. Nothing as of yet, but possibly a tour opening for some people. I'm like in talks with some people in Canada, so
Awesome.
that'd be lit. I'm just working it out. Gonna be in LA in February and probably Miami for Miami Music Week,
Oh, dope.
which is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and write with as many people as I can.
yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just like getting out there, just
So you're in the grind, is what you're saying. So you're the
24/7.
one to watch in 2018, is what you're saying.
hell yeah.
In 2019 and for the future. Hey, listen. So we're gonna have you.
future.
We're gonna have you back on.
Yeah, sure.
We have a lot more to talk about. Obviously.
Yeah.
Now we kind of know each other now. All 4 of us here
Now that
in the
we
house,
can
or
make
5 of
our
us.
Fancy chicken.
Yes.
Actually, you know what we should do? We should order a bucket next time.
Yeah. Next time we'll have some for you.
Bucket and
Like
wine.
from Bar
wine.
Fancy?
That's
Yeah.
our voice.
Are you serious? You can order food?
Yeah.
We'll go pick it up.
Yo, chicken and wine.
Literally
Chicken and
across
wine.
the street.
Done.
Chicken and wine. Red wine?
Champagne.
Champagne?
Prosecco for you.
Prosecco. I thought you
Done.
loved Prosecco.
I could do Prosecco or red wine.
Okay.
I love
Done.
a nice deep red. Oh,
Okay. Done.
Beautiful.
Done.
Italian, some Chianti.
sure. Or like Merlot too. I don't know if
I
that's
don't
as.
even drink wine, so I have no idea. I just know Chianti.
I just
Chiantis
love
are
the
nice.
names.
So plug yourself in.
Okay, plug.
Facebook, if you're on that shit. Instagram,
Instagram, okay, plug
Your
Snapchat,
social.
Okay.
Spotify.
So my socials, I'm like on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that. Even YouTube. If you look up Being Veronica, so BEING Veronica with a C, not a K,
And
not
definitely
Russian.
not the Vivo one.
Not the Vivo. So if you go to just Being Veronica, the account, it might be the unofficial one, but it's the one with all the hottest videos. So
Of you. And don't be like me and watch the Vivo one with those 2 videos of you when you're 15.
and that's the thing. I don't.
I'm like, what the
I can't even take them down. You know, and I've asked the label, and then they just
They
tell me
get
to
money
f off.
it,
So
right? 'Cause they make money off it. They monetized it.
which is
Yeah,
fine,
that's what
but
it is.
That's how it goes. You know how it is.
I know. So that's why I'm like this. Yeah, this year is about independent chicks getting what they want. So
Good.
that's what I'm going to be doing.
That's what I want to hear. That. Yeah, for sure. All right, man. We're gonna wrap it up. I gotta go home.
Okay, ciao.
It's a low key one for us, which is good. We vibe pretty hard on it.
Yeah, for sure.
Mellowed out. My name is Steve Mealing.
And my name is Chad Cranston.
And you are
Veronica.
Veronica.
I'm Veronica.
Do you want to sing your way out?
Like sing something?
Yeah, do you want to?
Bye, guys. I wasn't really singing. That was more just like a statement.
I like that.
City Podcast. Thanks, everybody. And we are out. We'll see you guys on Valentine's Day. This will be right after Valentine's Day. It's very special for everybody.
So this is after Valentine's Day. Thanks for listening to Valentine's Day podcast.
For sure. And we are at the City Podcast on Instagram. DM us. Thanks, everybody, for following us. We're out.
Unfiltered, real talk. The city from the inside out. With your hosts, Chad Cranston and Steve Mealing.